Hey, good morning, YouTube. Today we're back with another podcast here on Bucks Baseball Podcast, and we're going over the 2025 New York Mets. This is a very good team. Are they good enough to win the East? Are they good enough to win the World Series? We're going to take a closer look at their prospects, their lineup, their starting staff, their bullpen, and everything else. Make sure to hit that follow button, the subscribe button. It's free. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell them to come check out Bucks Baseball Podcast. Let's get into the 2025 New York Mets. All right, we're going to start off with a very loaded six-man rotation. I'm not sure if they're going to completely go with the six-man rotation, but if they do, it wouldn't be surprising. They have Sean Manaea back. They have Cody Sengai back. Frankie Montas, who they brought in as a free agent. David Peterson. Clay Holmes, as they brought in as a free agent, and Paul Blackburn, who they got in a trade in July. Now, on Fangraphs here, they show Paul Blackburn is only having a .6 WAR. I don't know if that means he's not necessarily going to start in a six-man rotation, or if they're not. I don't know what the deal is with that. But the rest of their pitching staff is solid. This is a very good group, and if they do go six, I think they'll be in great shape. I think a lot of teams are starting to move toward the six-man rotation. I'm not sure how baseball is going to deal with that, if they will. I know that they're wanting more innings out of the starters. They're trying. I don't know if they're ever going to make a rule where they, I don't even know how you would enforce that, but I know last year it was a point of emphasis that they really want to try to get starters going deeper into games. But I think one way you could do that is a six-man rotation, and if the Mets decide to do that, theirs is fully loaded. I really enjoy watching these guys pitch. Cody Senga is due for a bounce-back year. I think he's going to be the leader of this staff. Montas is a great pickup in the middle of that, and so is Clay Holmes. The thing is, Clay Holmes, they're making him a starter. He's going from bullpen to a starter, so maybe that's their question mark. Maybe that's why they're going to go with a six-man rotation, because remember, he did come out of the bullpen for the Yankees, so this will be his first year actually starting, so we'll see how that goes. As far as the bullpen goes, they're still anchored by Edwin Diaz, had been one of the best closers in the game. Fangraphs has him down for about 36 saves and a 1.7 WAR. It's pretty good. He is usually lights out. AJ Minter, Jose Buto, Reed Garrett, Ryan Stanek, Danny Young, and Griffin Canning is very good bullpen. They also have Christian Scott, who's injured. Another starting pitcher, another potential bullpen piece. They have some young arms in the minors as well. And this is saying they don't sign anybody else before, the season starts. Pitchers and catchers report this next week. So this is probably the unit they're going with, and that's fine. This is a very, very good unit. And the pitching staff in the Mets is definitely good enough to win the East. And then we get into their loaded lineup, led by Francisco Lindor at the top, Juan Soto hitting 2, Pete Alonso, who they just brought back, hitting 3, Brandon Nimmo hitting 4, Mark Vientos hitting 5, Jesse Winker, Francisco Alvarez, the very good catcher, Jeff McNeil, and Jose Siri in center field. They also have on the bench Luis Torrens, Luis Angel Acuna, who was really good last year, Starling Marte, and Tyrone Taylor. Very, very good offensive unit here. If you look at some of the projections, Lindor 5.9 WAR, Soto 6.5, Alonso 2.9, Nimmo 3.0, Vientos 3.5, Alvarez 3.6, McNeil 2.2, Winker and Jose Siri in the ones there. Very, very good offense. Like, if we're looking at projections, just based off the projections, you would have to think that they are the favorites in the East. All right, now let's get into their top prospects. Brandon Sproat, number 30 on the top 100, 6'3", right-handed throwing, 24-year-old. They ended up drafting him twice, apparently. I didn't even know that. He's got a good four-seamer. It says he reminds him of Edwin Jackson. Not a huge stuff guy. He's more of a number 4 starter, looks like, for his career. Then Jet Williams. This is the one I'm excited about. 21-year-old shortstop, number 61 on the top 100. Little dude, 5'6", 175. He had a breakout year last year. He's going to be pushing the team this year. I don't know if he'll make it. He'll probably be in AAA for most of the season. Ronnie Mauricio got a little taste of MLB last year. He's number 91 on the top 100. Love this kid. another dude that could find a bench spot, or if there's injuries, could fill in for second base, shortstop. And then Nolan McLean, not in the top 100, another right-handed pitcher, 23. He was an outfielder and a closer at Oklahoma State, so that's pretty interesting. And then that's pretty much it. The Mets system is not completely loaded at all. It's my favorite time. We're going to do 3 predictions, one for the pitching staff, one for the offense, and one for the team. So pitching staff, I'm going to say that the leader of the staff, and I don't think this is like going out on a limb, Kodai Senga, they have him projected at 2.4 WAR. I'm going to say he goes over 3 WAR and he wins 18 games for the Mets. He's back off of an injury season. He pitched some last year. He's going to be back in and strong this year. I think Kodai Senga will be the leader of this rotation. 10 strikeouts per 9. That's my prediction, and he's going to win at least 18 games with a 3 WAR or higher. That's my prediction for the Mets pitching. As far as the offense goes, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say this is going to be the #1 scoring offense in the National League. Better than the Dodgers, better than the Phillies, better than the Braves, better than whoever the NL Central will throw up there. This will be the #1 scoring offense in the National League. It's just too loaded. I think the Dodgers have more holes in their offense than the Mets, and I really think the New York Mets are going to score the most runs in the National League this year. Finally, my prediction for the team, I think you're looking at the NL East winner. I think you're looking at a team that's going to push the Dodgers in the National League Championship Series for a chance to go to the World Series. This is a very dangerous team. If their pitching can stay healthy, this offense can carry them a long way, and I believe that their owner will do whatever it takes if they need something at the trade deadline to push them over the top. And I'll be rooting for them because I cannot stand what the Dodgers are doing in Los Angeles. I know if you're a Dodgers fan, you know, that awesome. You know, no hate towards you. I want somebody else to win. I don't want that monster juggernaut of a team to win. So I'm hoping the New York Mets and their great owner will do whatever it takes to push them past the Dodgers in the postseason. But this is the best team in the East, the second best team in the National League on paper, in my opinion. And I believe they'll push the Dodgers for a chance at the World Series. So something new I want to start adding to these team breakdowns is my 3 favorite players all time for the organization. We're going to start with the Mets, obviously, today. And they're all from the same team, the 1985 New York Mets. Gary Carter, Hall of Fame catcher, Darryl Strawberry, and Dwight Gooden. 1985, the Cardinals and Mets went back and forth, man. It was crazy. Every day I listened to the Cardinals on the radio. Jack Buck just making it sound like you're at the ball game on the AM radio. It was so great. Yes, I know I'm old. I was 11 years old in 85. I listened to every game on the radio. I loved it. And the New York Mets were referred to as the pond scum by the Cardinal fans. But Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, and Gary Carter all had amazing years in 1985. Let's start with Dwight Gooden. Won Rookie of the Year in 1984. In 1985, he put up 12.2 WAR, 24 wins, 1.53 ERA, 16 complete games. I don't even know if we get 16 complete games in the major leagues anymore. He was obviously the Cy Young winner, finished 4th in MVP, was an all-star, 229 ERA plus, a 2.13 FIP, and 268 strikeouts, 276 innings pitched. Absolutely insane historical pitching season. 12.2 WAR. That's just unthinkable. And then you get to Darryl Strawberry, who was one of the most feared hitters. And in 1985, he had 29 dingers. He hit 277, had a 947 OPS. He was an all-star, obviously. His best season, he hit 39 homers with a 911 OPS, 165 OPS plus. He was an all-star, MVP, finished 2nd that year. Absolutely insane. One of the most feared hitters of the time. And then there's the Hall of Fame all-star catcher, Gary Carter. 1985, it was his year 31 season. He hit 32 homers with 100 RBIs, 853 OPS. He was an all-star. He finished 6th in the MVP and, of course, won the Silver Slugger. One of many Silver Sluggers he won. Gary Carter was incredible behind the plate, called a great game. He was feared to run against, even with the speedy Cardinal teams. And that 85 Mets team was absolutely crazy. But all through the 80s, these three guys were super awesome and super fun to play against, even as a Cardinal fan. One more thing I'd like to say about the Mets. This is my brother Timmy's favorite team. If you guys know, Timmy is the one that I helped take care of. He had an unfortunate accident a long time ago, left him paralyzed from the waist down. One of the best people in the world, one of the nicest people in the world, and he's a huge Mets fan, so that's another reason I'm kind of pulling for them. I want them to pull through for him, you know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It's free. Give me a follow on Twitch. I stream every day but Sunday over there. Well, once MLB The Show 25 comes out, I'll be on Saturdays again. Right now, Saturdays and Sundays we got off. I'm preparing for the show to launch next month, so come over and check us out on Twitch as well. It's free to subscribe here. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias. They are in the comments below, in the underneath the video. My Twitter X, my Twitch, my YouTube, obviously here. Make sure to follow them all. And until next time, you can catch me right here, same buck time, same buck channel.